Check, check. Hey, everybody. So my name's Tom Mizzone. I'm the CEO and founder of Suite. And at Suite, we've been activating some of the world's top global brands on our NFT platform. And today, I've got a very weighty topic, and I only have 10 minutes. I want to talk to you about how NFTs can transform passive consumers into brand ambassadors, right? So how could brands leverage this technology in a way that goes beyond kind of what we saw previously, kind of just press drops and kind of like early PR stunts. I'm going to break protocol for 1 second, though, because I got a very exciting announcement. I was just literally at the NHL offices, and if you guys didn't see the news today, Suite's been selected as the official NHL highlights and video moments collectibles partner with the NHL, the NHLPA, and the Alumni Association. Very excited. This is literally an incredibly groundbreaking moment in collectible sports. It's the first time the league, the PA, and the Alumni Association have been coordinated. It's historic moments, it's current moments, it's video highlights, it's digital collectibles, and it's a fan-first experience, right? Really putting the fan at the forefront of what's most important. Phenomenal team at the NHL. This has been over a year in the making. And sorry I'm plugging Suite, I'm going to move on. But if you have not signed up yet, please go to nhl.suite.io and register for updates, because it's going to be very, very cool. So exciting stuff. So quickly, I only have 10 minutes. I just want to share, I did write a similar article, as an op-ed article in VentureBeat on this exact topic. And it's a little weightier. Today I'm going to cover some of the very high-level points on how this can be done. But I encourage you to check this out. It gets a little bit more into the meat. So just to kick things off, right? Where are we today? Right, 12, 15 months ago, brands were sort of like, what is this? How do we dabble in this space? A lot of interest in getting involved, but not a lot of sort of roadmap or ideas behind it. And now there's like even a greater influx of brands, and you can see some of the brands that Suite's been able to activate on our platform. And brands are kind of coming into the space for really the right reasons now, right? Moving away from PR stunts, quick revenue grabs, and thinking about like, how do we leverage this technology for analytics, promotion, new customers, loyalty? What are some of the other things that we can do around Web3 and around NFTs? The first thing I want to say, and I'm not going to ask for a show of hands, but I'm going to bring it up. So many brands approach us, and I'm curious, like these other platforms in here that represent brands, how many brands, global brands, billion-dollar brands, reach out and want to go live in like 10 days, right? Like, can you turn us up in 10 days? Can you turn us up in a week? Like, you can't stand up a WordPress site in a week, right? So the first thing I want to say is really doing this right to engage the consumers requires planning. You have to put in the time on the front end. You got to put in the work, okay? There's no need to rush to market. This is starting that journey, and you want to spend the time. And at Suite, we really kind of come alongside of our brand partners, right? Ideation and strategy, design and creative, experience and utility, activation, distribution. All these things take time, and you want to get them right, and you don't want to rush to market. With that said, let's see if I can progress. We found that there's 4 main things that you should infuse into your campaigns. And if you can infuse these into your campaigns, you're going to be very successful. When you look at these things, don't think of them as equally weighted necessarily. And maybe not every single one of these items needs to be part of the campaign, okay? But if you can check at least 3 of the boxes, or at least have some element of all 4, right, you're going to be in a really good spot. And the first one's continuity, right? Sometimes referred to as roadmap. And what I mean by continuity is, what's the journey? Consumers want to be brought on a journey. They don't want to just go buy something, right, in a one event drop, and then it's over, and then you've got to reactivate them. So they want to be taken on a journey, and that should be really kind of well published and articulated in advance. And think about it from a brand perspective too, right? If you do all these fragmented small campaigns, how hard is it to wake those users back up, right? You've got that great moment, you bring them into your ecosystem, and then it's over, right? And now you announce the next thing. You got to wake everybody up again. If you've got the journey mapped out, you've got a captive audience. They're going to be here for the whole experience. Second is community, and I know a bunch of you are probably thinking Discord and things like that, which is definitely important. When I say community, I'm talking about how users can interact together, right? So you don't want to be a one-way communication, vertical communication line to your consumers. You also want the consumers to engage with each other around a campaign. And that's going to make this extremely powerful. Third is gamification. Really fun stuff. Doesn't have to be complicated. Set completion rewards, milestone bonuses, infuse some of that into the programs. And it just really kind of unites that engagement. And then number 4 is utility. So things like IRL, token-gated experiences, owning this. What does it mean to own this token? Because I have this in my wallet, right? I have access to something that users that don't have this token cannot access, right? So continuity, community, gamification, utility, all extremely important. So I'm going to try to hammer this home with some real-world examples, some of the brands that we've worked with that we think did a really good job, okay? And to the credit of a lot of the brands that Suite works with, everybody is taking very much a consumer-first approach, right? It's about their fans. Yes, it's about reaching new audiences, but nobody's wanting to exclude their actual fan base, right? And if you can do this in a way that can engage your fan base, they become the ones that really rise up, and they often become the ones that bring other people into the ecosystem. So quickly, McLaren Racing, we were approached by McLaren to help them with their first NFT strategy. McLaren's a phenomenal brand, right? Big F1 team. Lots of different ways we can go to market. Do we celebrate the heritage, right? Bruce McLaren, right, as a race car driver. All the cool stuff that they have back in the legacy or in the past of the brand. Ultimately, we came up with this really fun set completion experience, and it checked a lot of those boxes I talked about before, right? Gamification. So we took a car, we exploded it into 22 3D parts. They all became NFTs, and we built this dashboard, and fans had to race to unlock the full car NFT. And the way you did that was you collected all 22 parts. The first 35 people to collect all 22 unlocked this F1 car. The #1 mint of that F1 car literally got you to an F1 event this year, right? Whole VIP experience. So instantly we had this frenzy, right? Everybody wanted to get into the experience and collect. I can't even explain to you how many people have reached out to me personally and said, #1, I wasn't even an F1 fan. I heard about this, I got into it. #2, I didn't even know what an NFT was. And I got into the purchasing NFTs in this experience, and now I'm hooked. Like, you turn me into a monster. All I do is buy NFTs. And so phenomenal engagement, right, through this experience. And then in terms of continuity, not everybody was able to unlock the car. So part of the roadmap was an exchange garage, right? So if you were kind of left with some parts and you didn't unlock the full car, you can send them to the upgrade garage to get spray painted and like rebuilt, right? And then we sent them back to your blockchain wallet. And then you were in the next experience, right? So this roadmap that McLaren kicked off, phenomenal program, creating engagement and bringing broader consumers into the experience. So that was #1. #2, I just want to share quickly, and I'm like really like, I got to go fast, down to like a minute and a half. Burger King pinged us. They wanted to do a really cool NFT program around their celebrity meal box campaign. And this was last October, right? And so the mindset of Burger King at the time was, hey, let's just do an NFT, right? We're doing this really cool program. Let's do an NFT, get some press around the NFT. With Suite's technology, we were able to actually create a much more comprehensive and in-depth program for them that actually was the first sweepstakes delivery of NFTs on the side of meal boxes. 6 million meal boxes went out with QR codes on the side. And we put these into gamified set completion experiences, right? So fans would go in, drive traffic in the store, buy the meal box, scan the box, receive a game piece. Now, maybe that game piece is all you wanted, right? We didn't have to put like 6 million plastic toys in boxes, first of all, right? Everyone talks about our NFTs eco-friendly. Here's a great use case. We don't have to like ship like 6 million plastic toys, put them in boxes. My kids like put them in their junk drawer, right? So if that's all you wanted to do, that was great. But most users got into the actual collection experience, and they started trying to scan more boxes, collect more boxes, get the pieces, get the right pieces, get all the Anita pieces, the Huddy pieces, the Nelly pieces, and complete the set. And if you completed a set, we put in awesome NFT rewards, right? The subservient chicken, if anybody remembers who that is, right? As a 3D model. The BK King as a 3D model. We even unlocked, some people unlocked Whoppers for a year. An NFT that allowed you to go into the store and get Whoppers for a year. And I hope you're still living if that was you. But phenomenal experience. And what we did was we used our platform to allow fans to trade, right? So talk about the community aspect. If you got double cards, I could go trade with a friend and say, hey, I've got 2 of these, you got 2 of those, let's do a swap so we can complete sets. Created a ton of engagement, and it kicked off Burger King into a really beautiful roadmap around their NFTs. And these are the press, these are kind of the things that we love to read about, right? Burger King's NFT strategy matures beyond stunts towards real engagement. And I'm out of time. I was going to show you the Cleveland Cavs, but I'm not going to go too deep into it. But phenomenal program we did with the Cavs, where we created an NFT locker, and then you got to trick out your locker with NFTs, reach milestone bonuses, and get real IRL rewards within the arena. So phenomenal program. Last thing, it's got to skip Macy's. I'm talking too slow, but quickly, scan here. We've got a set completion going at Suite. If you collect all 3 of the Suite NYC NFT or NFT.NYC NFTs, you're going to get a bonus reward, and it's really special. So thank you very much. Sorry it was so fast. Love to talk to everybody after. Just find somebody with a Suite hat on, and we can connect. Thanks so much.